student, welcome back to our computer class. Before we will go further, we will revise what we have learned in our previous class. Learn little about HTML. We have seen introduction of the HTML, that it is used to create what is HTML, that it is a hypertext markup language and it is used for creating a web pages. Then we have seen the history of the HTML, that who have created the HTML, that Tim Berners-Lee has been developed it in year 1990. We also seen the different version of HTML like 3.2 version, 2.0 and 4.01, and now we are using recent version we are using of HTML is HTML5. Then we also seen what is the HTML5. It is a new standard for HTML. Okay, and this HTML we also seen that it is also used in cross platform, that it work on tablets, notepad, notebook or smartphone, smart TVs. Then we have seen that it will also nowadays this HTML will used by major browsers like Safari, Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Internet Explorer. Okay, then we have seen that we have also seen this today's class, that features of HTML, that HTML can return in any case, whether it is a either it is a lower case or either it is a upper case. Okay, then we also seen that whenever the document written in HTML, it will be saved as a file extension. Which file extension we will use? .htm or .html. Okay, then we have seen that this HTML5 can be this text editor can be written in a text editor like Notepad and Gedit, then word processor like WordPad, MS Word and Writer. Then we have understanding HTML elements also, that there is a their HTML tag has two categories, that is container tag and an empty tag. Container tag contain two tags, that is opening tag as well as closing tag. Okay, while empty tag contain only one tag, that is opening tag. So today we are going to learn more about HTML. Today we are going to learn semantic tags. What is this semantic tags and what is the use of this semantic tags? Semantic tags that enables you to describe the different parts of your web pages. So it is enabled to describe the different parts of your web pages. It also help browser to understand the meaning of the content. Means in each tag we have writing some text, so what is the meaning of that tag, what is the meaning of that content should be understood by the browser. For this purpose this semantic tag is used. So it is help the browser to understand the meaning of the content instead of just displaying it. So browser should understand the meaning of the tags. So here is the semantic tags. So you have seen upper on the top there is a header and at the bottom there is a footer. All of you know header we especially write the name of any companies. Okay, it is always we write in the top. Okay, so it is in header. Name means navigation, means if you want to give a link of another page, so you can give the link in navigation. Sections, which section you have to display. Then section after that there is articles, different sections are given. Articles you want to display. Okay, on the side there are different quotas is given. Quotas means different quotas, article related links are given in a side. And footer, you all of you know in footer what will they give the copyright of this web page, then also gives the email ID of that web pages. All this thing is given in the footer. In this way this semantic tags will going to be used. Okay, now we will see one by one how it will going to be used. So the first is a doc type. What mean by doc type? Doc type means document type. So doc type declare at the beginning of your page that specify that document written in HTML5. This your document type will declare at the beginning of your page. At the beginning of your page, this doc type is declare, and it is declare as shown in the picture down. That you have in the angular bracket exclamation, you have to write doc type HTML. This doc type means document type, your document type that you are writing in HTML language. Okay. Then the next is navigation. So navigation, what is this navigation? This nav tag is used to define important navigation link to other pages on your website. So this navigation is used to define important navigation links, means any link of other pages will be important link of other pages is to be declared in this navigation. Okay, so for this purpose, to navigate other pages link on your website, this navigation is going to be used. We are going to see how this is work. So in navigation we have seen that how we can navigate link to other pages on our website. We have seen in our website we have given a link of other page. We have given a link of www.srimart.edu.in, and when we click we will go on the other page, that is on the Srimart's website. Like this navigation will work. So this is our notepad. In notepad we have written on the beginning, we have write doc type. We already know that in the beginning of the page we have to write the doc type, that is a document type HTML. Okay, and we are writing in HTML, that's why HTML. Then here you can see the opening tag HTML, here again opening tag head, and closing tag with / head. Okay, opening tag and closing tag. Then in body we have to write a navigation, nav a refer. Okay, at referring, which link we are referring www.srimart.edu.in, Srimart group of institutions. Okay, then closing tag of navigation and closing tag of body as well as closing tag of HTML. Okay, now we will save this and we will see what will happen when we give navigation. Okay, once we have saved with the name xyz.html, you can see here that here you can see in X, it is xyz HTML, it will open in the web page. Okay, and here you can see in the web page it is given our school name Srimart Vidyalaya, and we give the link of Srimart group of institution, that www. Now once you click on this Srimart group of institution, see what will happen, this srimart.edu will come. Okay, see this page of Srimart will occur in your screen. So this navigation will give you the link of other page. Yes, it will give you the link of other page on your website. Got it? How this navigation will work? Okay. Next is header. Header tag is used to define introductory information like site name, company name, logos, etc. Okay, so header has the opening and closing tag. So whatever you write on in a header, it is maybe a site name, company name, logo or slogan. Okay, so header tag appeared at the very beginning of the body of a web page. We have already seen that there is HTML, we have seen, then after HTML there is a head we have seen. Okay, if you write anything in the head, okay, or header, that is nothing but the site name, company name, logo or slogan. Okay, so here in the down pictures you can see this. In the document type HTML body, in header it is written Amazing High School, and then in H3 that is a header 1, and header 3 you have written a school newspaper. Okay, so header is used to give the information of any company name, school name, okay, site name, and logos and slogans. Got it now, this header? Now the next is footer. So footer tag is used to put copyright information and contact address and other small print item on a page. So what this footer is used, it is used to put the copyright, any contact address and any small print on your page. Now in it also, it is a typical goes at the end. Okay, it goes at the end of your page before closing the body tag. Now we have seen that in body tag we will inside the body tag we will write all these tags. So footer is on the last, it is the end of your page, so you have to write it on the in the last. Okay, but before closing the body tag. Now in the picture you can see down there footer, it is given in the footer we have written that posted by Laura. Okay, contact, even in contact we have referred some email IDs. Okay, and there you have also seen a copyright, it is given. Okay, amazing school. So when you give like this to your in your web pages, okay, in the next you can see the output will come that posted by Laura, contact, that email address and copyright amazing school, it will display like this. So footer is used to put the copyright information or contact address. Even when you visit any website, for example if you visit our school website, that is www.shima.edu.in, at the down you will see at the last of this page you can see the contact number is also given, even email address of our school is also given there. If you check it you will see, and where it is written, that all that thing will be written in the footer only. Okay, so whatever the address, copyright is given, it is written in this footer tag. Okay, so the next is section. So section tag is offer a generic way of grouping related information on a web page. So what purpose this section tag is used, that this section, it will section of the document, means if you have seen that you have search any page on any information on a Google, so you get a so many links, you open it, any one of the link related to that information, you can see there is it define the section of documents, such as it is come in chapters, then header is there, footer is there, and many other sections. So for this purpose this section tag is used to divide the contents into section and subsections. Okay, for this purpose this section tag is used. Down how it will be written in HTML, see section, then head it is given a school trip, and then the related to school trip information is given. In this way you can write in HTML, this section tag you can write in HTML, and you will get the output like school trip, and down the information related to that school trip. Okay, got it now? Now the next is article. Article tag is defining a self-contained information on a web page. So this article tag is independent of the other contents on the website. It is not depend on the same information which is in your website. It is independent of that. This article container tag contain different informations with self-contained informations. Okay, like our newspaper, and we can say magazines, articles. Okay, they contain, in newspaper you have seen that politics are there, politic news are there, then politic related articles, world related articles, then there is a sports related articles. Okay, which are different from each other. Okay, which contain the different information. The same way this article tag is used. So how it will be written in the HTML, it is given down in the picture. See here it is given an article, opening tag article, it is written, then in the header it is written principal's message, then some message is written, and then we have closed the article tag by /. Okay, and how it will give the result, principal message and that message. Got it now, this articles? Yes. For what purpose it is used? That it contain self-contained information. Okay, it is independence of the other contents of the sites. Got it now? Article. Next is aside. Aside tag can mark information as tangential to the main content with the aside tag. So it will mark as a information as tangential to the main contents, means indirectly related to the main contents, information related to the main contents. Okay, so you have seen on the Google, when you search for any information, there are lots of information you will get, sites you will get, articles you will get, and even links you will get. Okay, so for related to, indirectly related to that contents. So a site tag is useful for defining full quotas, glossary terms, or set of link related to article. So with the main contents, it will give the set of links related to that articles. And pull quotas means you can get the some related words, or you can say that you have seen that little bit information about the main contents. Then glossary terms means with the, it will give indirectly information about the main contents in a alphabetical order. Okay, so this aside tag is actually used for to easily recognize what is the main term, what is the main text, and subordinate text. Okay, for this purpose this aside tag is used to differentiate the main text and the subordinate text. Got it, this aside? Now here, how it is written in HTML. You here opening tag you have to write aside, and you have to, it's also have a closing tags / aside. In that you can, here we have written some note. You can even give here any, you write any notes, or you can say, you can also give any link or website you can refer here. Okay, got it now? Aside. Now the next tag is canvas. So canvas tag enables a blank drawing area on web page on which you can create shape, draw straight and curve lines, apply color, even add images within the area. So canvas is used to, is a blank drawing area. It provides you a blank drawing area on web page where you can draw any shapes like circle, triangle, square, rectangle, and apply any color, and you can add images within the area. For this purpose this canvas will use. Now see here we have written a canvas in a HTML. Okay, and you can see on the web pages that rectangle shape will be drawn. Okay, now you can see here in the body tag we have written a canvas. Okay, we have written a HTML tag for canvas where we have given id equals to my canvas, width we have given how much width it need, we also give a height, we also give a style, which style, border, and how many width of that border, then which color, solid, which color we are giving. After writing this in HTML and saving this, we will get like this. Can you see here? Yes, that rectangle, red color rectangle color will get it from solid, that is a FF000, that is our color. Okay, so canvas will, what will it will gives you, it will give you a blank space in a web pages for drawing, so you can draw anything. Here we have drawn a, I have drawn a rectangle with red color. Okay, with 200, height 100, and border 3px. Okay, like this it will work. Got it now? Now the next tag is audio and video. So HTML5 offer new video tag for embedding video clip into your web pages. So HTML5 offer a new video tag that will embedding video clip to our web pages. Okay, an audio tag for interesting sound, and we can also embedded video as well as audio to our web pages. Now here like this, you have to write audio tag. In that, by adding the source, you can create a audio. You will embedded audio to your web pages, and by adding video tag, you can embedded video to your web pages. Okay, we will see now how to add audio as well as video to our web pages. You can see here in HTML, in Notepad, in HTML we have written a audio tag. In that audio tag we have written controls, autoplay, even we have given a source. I have given of my audio, where my audio will saved. So the path I have given is my audio path. Okay, that is in C drive, users, OneDrive, desktop and all that. Okay, so where your audio is saved, you have to give that path, and here I have closed the audio. Now after saving this, okay, after saving this, you can see here in a web pages, you will see the audio, right? It is appear on the web page. Now when you click here, you will hear the audio sound. Okay, so like this our audio is get added or embedding to our web pages. Got it now? Okay, now we already learn about audio. Now we will see video. Okay, so for video tag I have given the width, how much the width and height of that video. Okay, then again source where my video is been saved, I have given that path. Okay, and close the video tag. So this is our first, we have seen the our audio. Okay, this we have seen. Okay, audio. Now we are going to see now how this video will get work. Okay, so this is the path I have given of my computer. Now after saving, after we save this, okay, we have already saved as it is as a xyz.html. Okay, here you can see that video will appear. Okay, and you can see that video is running. Okay,
sorry, my mask, it's off.
Okay, so like this video is also embedded, means both our audio and video will get embedded on your web page. Okay, in today's class we have learned about semantic tags. So semantic tags are like doc type, which is declared at the beginning of our page. Okay, that is like doc type HTML, that is document type HTML. We have written it at the beginning of our page. Then we have seen the navigation. For what purpose this navigation is used? To link the other page in our site. Okay, then we have also seen the header. For what purpose this header tag is used? To introductory information like site name, okay, company name, logo, slogan. For this purpose this header is used. Then we have seen the footer tag. So for what purpose this footer tag is used? To put copyright information, a contact address and other small print items on a page. Then we have seen a section. So for what purpose this section is used? To generic way of a group related, means to section wise we have to divide the information. Okay, grouping related information. Then we have seen the articles, which is independent of the information, main contents, which are independent self-contained information on a web page. Then we have seen a aside. This aside is nothing but the tangent to the main contents, means it is indirectly related to the main contents, like it pull quotas, glossary terms and sets of link related to that articles. Then we have also seen canvas, how to draw, how to create a shape on a web pages, we have seen in a canvas. Then we have also learn about the audio and video tags, that how we can add audio and video to our web pages by using audio and video tags. Now we are going to meet in the next class. Till then you have to revise all this thing we have learned, and if those who have their computer, they can try this at their computer or laptops. Okay, till then take care.